What's good, shooters? It's your boy Got the CEO. We tapping in for the morning market brief for July 10th. We're pretty close to market open, so let me turn this down. We'll look at some charts while the market opens. Um, Definitely gonna check out Tesla because we're in two Tesla positions. Um, Market just opened and Tesla still pushing. Both of those positions up 145 and 170 on the day. Let's see. Yeah, Tesla still pushing. Like we got some momentum in Tesla. PG, Procter and Gamble's the other position that we're looking at. They opened up. They fell that open. But it look like they holding up as well. They up 4 cents, not too crazy. Those Tesla positions up 200 and 242, and then 30 on the Procter and Gamble position. Don't lie, I need to look at these on the phone because we may end up doing that. Let's see. I think I might make some move with this Tesla because I'm trying to focus on swings and not day trading. So if we can make some profit on those short swings, we're gonna definitely do that. I just sold both Tesla. Those was at like 250 and 305. I just got in those yesterday, so that was about like 500 overnight. I'm gonna go ahead and take profit on those. I think Tesla gonna keep pushing into next week, but we at all-time highs. And I don't want to test the market. I mean, I'm appreciative for that move that we did get, $8 move. Now we could see Tesla go back to fill this gap at 315, but we gapped up this overnight as well. So with us gapping up and pushing $8, I like that overnight. Took profit on that. That was about a $500 play between both positions. And then we'll see what Tesla does moving forward. We're still in the Procter and Gamble. I'm gonna sit in those. I think we got some pretty good potential in this Procter and Gamble position. Let me see. Yeah, I think we got some good potential in this Procter and Gamble position. It's signaling bullish divergence, and yeah, I think that was a good move on Tesla. It could still keep pushing, but we made money on it, so either way we good. Yeah, I think I like the Procter and Gamble position though. So let's go to what our top stories on the market are today. On top of copper, the 50% tariff on copper, that's gonna be August 1st. Copper futures spiked yesterday because of that news. What are the top news we got right now? Let me see. I should have put it in our stocks climb on AI optimism and tariff developments. Tariff deadline pushback. Fed rate cuts expectations. Now investors are expecting the rates. Investors are expecting rate cuts in September, possibly next month in July. There's only about one or two Fed members that expect that are cool with cutting rates next month in not July. This is July. There's only two Fed members that are okay with cutting rates at the next Fed meeting, and then the rest of them are more so looking towards September and then I think like November. But the next move is rate cut, so that's good on the market. That's gonna look good or play out well for the market. But I don't wanna I just don't wanna push it. We already at highs, like we kind of forming this double top. This is on the hourly. On the 2 hour, it's even more of a structured double top, probably even better on the 4 hour. Yeah. So we getting a classic a textbook double top. We haven't quite reached up here yet, so we could keep pushing on the S&P until we get up here. We could keep pushing and then see us fall back from there. Um, the Qs, they kind of doing the same thing, but they had all time highs on Nasdaq. Like we keep making new highs on so we already made that double top over here. We definitely ready to cool off. This is considered bearish divergence. If you see how on the RSI we getting this downtrend, and then on the price action we getting this uptrend. When you start getting that, that's bearish divergence, and we can start expecting the market to cool off some. Just like, let me see what we had some bearish divergence at back here. Yeah, right here we had bearish divergence, a slight downtrend, but this was still in the uptrend, and it still bounced a little bit more and kept going, but we were getting these pullbacks. So you can't really time them, and when you're doing good, make sure you take profit. Yeah, let me respond to him in the group because he paid. He'll be at 919 on Tesla. I think Tesla gonna keep pushing too, man. Damn. Yeah, that would have been a nice move. Could have sat in Tesla, but I'm not able to watch these trades like that. And you can't really tell which road is direct. We don't have a direction on Tesla right now. Damn, I think we gonna fill that out. I could have stayed in those longer. Just being real, I could have stayed in those longer. Although I'm not able to sit and watch these positions, that position I think was okay. But it's all good. We made money on the trade. And Procter and Gamble still sitting in those. Those are down now. But I got more. As long as we sitting at this level here, and to be honest, I'm waiting to see if we close back above 158 on the weekly. If we can get back up there, then I'll be okay. I'm gonna keep peeking over here at Tesla to see how much money we miss out on. But we out of that position. And let me see, what did we make on those? Exactly. Well, we end up making, because we were down a little bit yesterday, so we ended up making like 400 overnight on that position. I think somebody in the group said that they made about 300 on the calls overnight for Tesla. Oh no, he held his 300 calls overnight, 300 strike calls overnight, and made 845. Let me see if I can bring it over here on the screen. Yeah, we had one of the shooters made 845 on a Tesla call, a 300 call he had overnight. That was from the call out yesterday. Where is it? That Tesla is gone, man. Damn, we could have been in that still. I know it pushes like that, bro, but it moves so fast and I can't watch it today. I got class start. But we did get a golden cross. That's another thing. I knew we had a golden cross on Tesla. I should have held a little bit longer. That's on me. We at $11 now. We got the golden cross on Tesla. We called it out in the group yesterday. I should have stayed in that a little bit longer. At least till we reach this gap fill, because that's probably the next point of resistance. We just kind of stretched on the day. So I didn't want to get caught in a pullback and then mess around and not be able to get out of that position before the weekend. But it's pushing right now. We could have been in that. We're almost $12 now. And Procter & Gamble's bouncing from this morning's pullback. It gapped outside of the band, so I think we're gonna work our way up on Procter & Gamble as well. We'll work our way back up above this 158. Hopefully to close above that on the week, and then we'll be all right. Tesla still pushing almost $12. We way outside of the bands on that on the 15 too. So I would expect us to get a pullback soon. Yeah, that's the bands right there on Tesla. That's going off. That would have been a nice point to exit when I got that alert right there on the bands. Cause as soon as I got that, it's cooling off. It's cause that 5 minute closed outside of the bands. That's why. Yeah, look like it's gonna cool off a little bit, and then we may round right back up. But that was a nice move. That was a nice move. So we got, what data did we get today? We had no jobless claims. Yeah, we get the 30-year bond in a little bit, but jobless claims came in less than expected, which was good. So being unemployment's coming down some, which means that the Fed is maintaining job stability. We're in extreme greed. We've been teeter-tottering right back between like 74 and 76 on previous close 74. A week ago we was at 76. So yeah, we've been back and forth between right here extreme greed and greed on the fear greed index, and we didn't have much earnings. I know today we had, I think, Delta. Yeah, I think we had Delta. That was the main one. A lot of the other ones are smaller companies, but yeah, Delta was probably one of the main earnings that we would have been able to focus on this week, because the rest of them is pretty much small cap companies. But outside of that, yeah, I think Tesla might keep going, man. And that would have been a nice little. We got a little bit off of it though. I ain't gonna trip. I promise I ain't gonna trip, cause I've been there where I had these gains and I see all these signs of the market wanting to come back down, cool off, and I still sit in it like, yeah, the market want to cool off, but until the market is in a bear market, that's true. You do stay in the positions, you do stay on the bullish side until the market shows you that it's in a bear market, but you don't swing long when we're at all-time highs. That's just not smart. That's just not smart. And I realized that once I established that position yesterday with Tesla, that yeah, Tesla can push and it will do something like that, but I also gotta respect the fact that we had all-time highs, so it's likely that we'll reject and continue to head lower, because the Qs and the market are not gonna assist us with the continuation of that bullish move. So I would expect us to cool off in the Qs, in the market as a whole, and Mag 7. A lot of the other ones already started cooling. Tesla's already been falling while they were up. So a nice pop kind of holds the markets up, or those indices up. But it's not gonna fly without the assistance of the Qs and SPY. We'll see how that plays out. Like I said, we only in Procter & Gamble now, and that one's down 60. It was up a little bit on the day. It's down 60. I think that position as a whole is down like 400. But really, we just made that back on Tesla. So I think we're looking all right. Playing it cautious right now. I like Baba where it is. To be honest, I wouldn't mind getting in some Baba swings. Because Baba is foreign, I kind of give them a pass on holding them to the same rules as the American companies. Like they aren't in the Qs and SPY and stuff like that, so you don't have to worry about those companies. A company like Alibaba, when our market is hot, this could fly. That's loud as hell. Let me turn them down. Um, yes, you don't have to worry about a stock like Baba when the market is doing what it's doing. Let's see. Yeah, that would be a nice opportunity to get into Baba. We're below the 200 MA. We're hitting this trend line for the third touch on this trend line. Okay. Because one of those. Third touch on the trend line. Low RSI. And each time we've been here on the RSI, we get us a nice push to the upside. This was a 95 to 30. That was a $40 move. This one was from 90 up to like 145. That was a $55 move. So, and we forming this somewhat let me let them know I sold Tesla, because I don't think anybody's on the live right now from the group. Let me let them know I sold Tesla. All right. Yeah, put that in there that we sold Tesla. That was a nice play. Okay, oh yeah. So yeah, just let them know we sold Tesla. I'll post the actual gains in there later, but somebody made 845 this morning on Tesla in the group based on the call out yesterday. Let's see. Yeah, so that's about it as for the morning market brief. I'm gonna drop some targets to watch in the group, and matter of fact, I'll give y'all a few of those while we on here. Let's see. What we looking at? Keep it in focus. Yeah, a lot of people saying it's at a weaker point right now, but I think Tesla's gonna be all right. They just gotta go through shit because of who running it. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see what else we got. Oh man, I need the market to cool off, man, so I can stay in them long positions, bro. I just can't stay in them with us double top at all time highs. We gotta be getting the pullback, bro. We gotta be getting the pullback. I was over leveraged too at them two Tesla positions. Shop coming down still. Yeah, this was a nice move too. We was getting this retest. I thought we got the retest yesterday and failed, but it officially came back up here and made a further retest up here yesterday. And then this morning we opened up a little bit and we fell from 115. Now we down to 112.50, 112.85. Down $2.50 on Sharp, falling out of this rising wedge. I think we can come down here to see 11.50 today. That's the previous lows that were made on Tuesday. Yeah, I think we can get down there today if the market continues to sell off. Everything else to come with it. Hopefully not Procter and Gamble, because we already down. It's time for us to start cooking up, but we'll see how it plays out. Other than Tesla, we got Nvidia on the watch list, Palantir, Coinbase, and Robinhood. We got 5 more on the list. Those will be dropped in the group, but we want to start getting active and making some good trades, man, and learning how to trade, understanding the market, understanding how to maneuver on these brokerage accounts and platforms, buy, sell, trade shares and options contracts. Join Sharpshooter Stocks, man. We do it every day, and I'm not gonna say I put plays in there every day. Most days we do, but every day is not a good day to trade. And I'm not here to gamble. I'm here to help you understand how to use your money to make it work for you and bring you consistent returns, so that the more you earn, the more that it can earn for you, and then you get to the point where it's earning enough to take care of you. So that's the goal. I think that about wraps up the morning market brief for July 10th. Let's stay safe, manage your risk.